Visions of the future could not be manipulated as formulas. One had to enter them, risking life and sanity.
When you say the phrase, "I want to change my life," just realize what that really means. When you want to change your life, sometimes you have to realize that there is a difference between I want to change myself and I want to change my life. Neither of them are easy, but I would say that to change your life is harder. When someone says, "I want to change my life," I believe they see themselves living a completely different life. A completely different lifestyle, habits, experiences, everything essentially. And I don't think you can do that by just changing one thing. I'm not saying it isn't possible, because maybe you do only need one thing to change that can set things into motion that will drastically change your life in some shape or fashion. So changing yourself, in a sense, could lead to changing your life. But when you say the words, "I want to change my life," what is it that you see? What is the life you see yourself living? What do you do? How do you act? Where do you live? How do you feel? And to act on that and change your life for a life that you see yourself living is one of the most noble things a person can do for themselves. Because that's how you know it's your life, rather than just a product of your upbringing and your environment. The definition of change is make someone or something different, alter, or modify. Replace something with something else, especially something of the same kind that is newer or better. And when you say, "I want to change my life," and then you think of all the things that would prohibit you from doing that, from making this change a reality, I think that most of these reasons are bullshit. If you really wanted to do it, you would. And there are people who have done it. If you want to go start a new life somewhere else and you say, "Oh, I can't, then I'd have to pack up and move things, and I have to, sell my house, and I have to find a new place to live, and I have to find a new job, and I have to do this, and I have to do that, and I have to," it's like, yeah. Well, you know what? You want to change your life, you're gonna have to find life somewhere else. Stop just making it wishful thinking when it's something that can truly be done. Yes, if you want to change your life is going to be something different somewhere else. You're still going to have things that must be done. These aren't just going to disappear. I do have a great liking to the Japanese philosophy Kaizen. And this is something that is kind of tossed around the internet, whether it be like the Kaizen book or the Kaizen challenge stuff. Kaizen is a philosophy and a methodology for continuous improvement. And essentially, if you can be 1% better every day, if you can make small incremental improvements every day, consistently improving, it will lead to long-term benefits. And this is referring to what I said earlier, where if you change something about yourself, it can have a drastic change and change your entire life. As much as I repeat this, you have one life. So I don't know why you would want to spend it doing what the majority does. In the words of Earl Nightingale,
"Whatever the great majority is doing under any given circumstance, if you do exactly the opposite, you'll probably never make another mistake as long as you live."
watch what everyone else does. Do the opposite. The majority is always wrong. Do not conform to the crowd. Do not fit in. Nowadays it is so hard to be original, and I am no saint. Everything is a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy of something else. So be yourself. I'm not saying you can't change yourself, because when the self wants to change, that means there is something out there calling to you. There is something out there seeking you out. You just have to listen and go find it. So dare to live the life you want to live. The world is yours. Dare to be great.